Good morning. In this slide, we are discussing the topic on JDBC classes and interface from Module 3 Subject Database Management System. Here, we are explaining about JDBC classes and interface. In order to establish a communication between application program to a database, there are various classes and interfaces are available. To make a communication between database and application program, the process is divided into 5 steps. We always need to follow these 5 steps in order to establish communication between application program and database. The first step is loading the JDBC driver. Second step is connecting to DBMS. Third step is creating and executing the statements. Fourth step is processing data written by DBMS. Last step is terminating the connection with the DBMS. All the steps should be written within the try block. In this slide, we are discussing the first step, that is loading the JDBC driver. In a first video session, we have seen the different database which can be used to make a communication between application program and the DBMS. Depending upon the database, we are need to load its corresponding the driver. The JDBC must be loaded before the components can connect to the DBMS. The forName is a method which is used to load the JDBC driver. ForName is a method belonging to the class called class. The forName method takes the one argument, that is the name of the driver. As seen in the example, forName method takes the one argument of type string, that is which type of the driver we need to load it depending upon the database. Here I am using a MySQL database, so I need to load the MySQL driver. To load the MySQL driver, we are making use of an forName method which is belonging to the class called class. Once the driver has been loaded, then next step we need to establish the connection. If the driver has been not loaded successfully, then this block is going to throw an exception such that no driver are found. This slide covers the second step of JDBC process, that is connection in JDBC. Once the driver has been loaded, then the component must connect to the DBMS using the static method called getConnection, where getConnection method belonging to the class called as driver manager. The getConnection method takes the one argument as a parameter, two argument as a parameter, three argument as a parameter. The getConnection method with one argument as URL of type string. The URL contains three parts. First part is JDBC protocol, second part is sub protocol, third part is database name. The JDBC protocol which indicate that the JDBC protocol is to be used to read the URL. The sub protocol which indicate the JDBC driver name. The subname which indicate the name of the database. The another type of getConnection method is the getConnection method with two arguments. The first argument is URL, second argument is property class object. The URL contains three parts: JDBC protocol, sub protocol and database which are represented in the form of string. Another argument is property object. The property object holds a set of keyword value pairs. It is used to pass driver property to the driver during a call to the getConnection method. The another type of getConnection method is getConnection method with three argument, which you seeing in this slide, that is URL, username and password. The username is assigned to the database and password which is assigned to the database. As seen in the syntax, the getConnection method with three arguments, the method belonging to the driver manager class, and the return value of the getConnection method is assigned to the connection interface. Let us see an example. The first step, we are loading the driver because I am making use of an MySQL database. So I am loading the MySQL driver. Once the driver has been loaded, next we are establishing the connection. Here the getConnection method takes the URL as an argument. The first part is JDBC, then colon. Second part is subprotocol. Specify which type of the database you are using. I am using MySQL and executing in the local host, and 3306 is a port of database. So this is MySQL colon / localhost colon 3306 is a sub protocol. Then third part is a subname, that is a name of the database, that is CSV is the name of the database. And second argument is username, that is root is an username given, and third argument is password. Then the driver getConnection method establish a connection to the database. In this slide, we are seeing different methods which are available in the collection interface. The first method is get transaction isolation, set transaction isolation with one argument. The set transaction isolation with one argument level is a method set the isolation level for the current connection. The get transaction isolation is a method which is going to return the isolation level for the current connection. The next method is get read only and set read only. The set read only method takes one argument of type boolean. If the argument is passed as in true, then it specifies that transaction in these connections are read only. If the argument is passed as in false, it specifies that the transaction in these connections are not read only. The get read only is a method is going to return the specific transaction in the connection, whether it is read only or not read only method. Next method is get auto comment and set auto comment. The set auto comment with one argument boolean b. The set auto comment method which is used to set the each SQL statement is considered its own transaction when the argument is passed as a true. Otherwise, it is considered as the transaction is committed using the comment or about using the rollback. Next method is close. This method is used to check whether the connection is still open or closed. These are the different methods which are belonging to the connection interface. In this slide, we are discussing the third step of JDBC process or JDBC classes and interface, that is create and execute SQL statement. Once the driver has been loaded and connections are established to the database, now next step is we need to create the query and then execute the SQL statement. In order to create an SQL statement, there are three different interfaces are available. The first one is statement interface, second one is prepared statement interface, third one is callable statement interface. The statement interface will work for both static and dynamic SQL statement. The statement interface, the queries are never going to be compiled. Directly the queries are going to be executed. Whereas in prepared statement, it can execute the dynamic SQL statement The prepared statement, the queries are going to be compiled first, then it is going to execute the query. Then third one is callable statement. The callable statement interface are mainly used to perform stored procedure concept. Let us see in detail about statement interface object. Before we can use statement object to execute a SQL statement, first we need to create one using the create statement method. The create statement is a method which is used to create the SQL statement. The create statement method belonging to the interface called as a connection interface, and the return value of the create statement interface will be assigned to the create statement interface method. Once the statement has been created, then we can use it to execute the SQL statement with the help of the statement object. Let us see an example how to make use of a create statement method. Here, create statement is a method which is belonging to the connection interface. So this method is invoked with the help of an object connection C. The C is an object of connection interface. The return value of create statement method is assigned to the statement interface. Once the statement has been created, next with the help of a statement object, we can execute the query. This is about statement interface. Let us see how the prepared statement will work. Prepared statement interface, which extend the statement interface, which gives you added functionality with the couple of advantages over a generic statement object. The prepare statement gives you the flexibility of supplying argument dynamically. The query which is passed to the prepare statement method is going to be compiled, then it is going to execute the query. There are different methods which are available in the prepare statement method is setX method. The setX method binds the value to the parameter, where X represents the data type of the value we wish to bind to the input parameter. SetX with one or two argument method. The first parameter represents the column index. The second parameter represents the value that replaces the question mark in the query. The, dif the different met the, dif the different methods of prepare statement objects are called in order to execute the methods. Next, we will see about callable statement interface. In callable statement object, it is just a connection object. Create the statement and prepare statement object. It is also create the callable statement object, which would be used to execute a call to the database stored procedure. Three types of parameter which are available in the callable statement interface object. The parameters are in, out and in-out parameter. The prepare statement object only use the in parameter, whereas callable statement object can use all three objects. Here are the definition of different parameter. The parameter in. The parameter in whose value is unknown when the SQL statement is created. You bind the values to in parameter with the help of setX method. The parameter out. The parameter out whose value is by the supplied by the SQL statement, it returns. You retrieve the value from the out parameters with the getX method. In-out parameter, a parameter that provides both input and output values. You bind the variable with setX method and retrieve the values with the getX method. These are the different parameters which are available in the callable statement interface. Once the statement has been created, next we need to execute the SQL statement. In order to execute the SQL statement, there are different methods are used to execute the query are as follows. These three methods can belong to all the three statement interface, that is statement interface, prepared statement interface and callable statement interface. The first method is execute query with one argument string. The execute query with one argument string method returns a result set object. Use this method when you expect to get result as you would with select statement. The execute query is mainly used to perform operation on DDL statements. Next one is execute update with one argument string. This method returns the number of row affected by the execution of SQL statement. This method is used to execute SQL statement for which you expect to get number of rows affected. The execute update method mainly used to perform operation on DML statements. Next method, execute. The execute method with one argument string. This method returns the boolean value of true if a result set object can be retrieved, otherwise it returns false. Use this method to execute DDL statement or when we need to use truly dynamic SQL statement. The execute method will be work for both DDL as well as DML statement. These are the three different methods which are used to execute the query. The execute query mainly work for DDL query statement. The execute update method will mainly work for DML queries and execute method will work for both DDL and DML queries. The execute method returns the boolean value. The execute update method returns the integer value. The number of rows get affected. The execute query is going to return the result set object. In this slide, we are explaining the simple example to insert a value into the student table by making use of prepared statement interface. As seen in this slide, we have the table called student with four attributes: the student ID as var type, name as a varchar type, branch as a varchar type, age as a number. The main agenda is to insert a value to the table. To insert a value to the table, either I can make use of an create statement method, prepare statement method or callable statement method. Here I am making use of an prepare statement method as one example. Now prepare statement is a method which is belonging to the an interface called as an connection interface. The prepare statement method takes the one argument of type string. Now here SQL is an argument to the prepared statement. Now SQL is of type string which is pointing the query, that is insert into student values and the question mark for student ID, question mark for name, branch for the question mark for branch, question mark for age. Now in the prepared statement, the question mark has to be replaced with an actual value. In order to replace the question mark with a specific value, we'll make use of an setX method of prepared statement interface, where X can be represented with the a type of attribute has been used to create the table. Now the student ID is then varchar, so the X has been replaced with a string type. The set string takes first argument, that is 1, that is a column index for student ID. The column index for student ID is 1. Now I want to replace the first question mark with actual value, that is 4CB16CS001. This value has been replaced to the first question mark. Similarly, I want to replace second question mark. In order to replace second question mark, again I am making use of an setX method where name attribute is of varchar and its corresponding data type in a Java is string. So X is represented with string. Now set string, the column index 2, I need to insert the value as Ajay. This Ajay has been replaced the second question mark. Then third question mark has been replaced by the third attribute. That is third attribute is branch. Again it is varchar. So X is replaced by string. So at such string the column index is 3. Then the question mark has been replaced by CSC. Then fourth the question mark has been replaced by age attribute of type number. So its corresponding Java type is int. So set int column index for 20. So setX is a method which is going to replace the question mark with actual value. And setX method belonging to the interface called prepared statement interface. Then once the value has been initialized, next I want to execute the query. In order to execute the query, I am making use of a method called execute update because I am performing the operation as DML. Now execute update method is belonging to the interface called prepared statement interface. So execute update method has invoked with the help of a prepared statement object, and the return value of this method is the how many rows are going to be get affected, that will be stored into the number of rows. Here one row has been get affected after executing the query and the values are inserted into the table. This is a simple example for inserting a value into the table by making use of a prepared statement. We can also make use of a create statement method. This is another example by making use of an create statement method. Here we are retrieving the information from the student table. In previous slide we have inserted an information to the student table by using prepared statement. Now first step, we are loading the driver with the help of a method called forName. The forName is a method belonging to the class called class, which is going to take one argument of type string, that is type of the driver. The type of the driver depend on which type of the database we are using. In this example, we are using MySQL database. So I need to load the MySQL driver. Once the MySQL driver has been loaded successfully, next we need to establish a connection. To establish a connection, we'll make use of a method called getConnection method. There are three different types of getConnection method. GetConnection method with one argument, getConnection method with two argument, getConnection method with three argument. Here we have to make use of getConnection method with three argument. The first argument is URL, the second argument is username, third argument is password, and database name is called CSV, and the database is MySQL database which are executed in local host, and 3306 is a port number. I am making use of a JDBC protocol. The get connection is a method belonging to the driver manager class, and the return value of this method will be assigned to the connection interface. Once the driver has been loaded and connection has been established, now we need to create the query. The queries can be created with the help of a create statement method or prepare statement method or callable statement method. Here we are making use of a create statement method. The create statement is a method belonging to the connection interface. So this method has invoked with the help of an object connection C. Then the return value of the create statement method will be assigned to the statement interface. Means I am ready for executing the query. When you use the create statement method, the queries are not going to be compiled. Directly the queries are going to be executed. Here the query is executing as select star from student. I am retrieving the value from the database. Or whenever you want to perform TDL operation, then the method has to be make use of execute query. The execute query is a method which is belonging to the statement interface. Takes the one argument as SQL statement. SQL argument, one argument as a string argument, that is SQL. And the return value of execute query will be assigned to the result set interface. Now result set interface object is always pointing to the return result of the execute query method. This is an example for executing the query by making use of an create statement method. This is an another example to insert a value to the student table by making use of an stored procedure concept. When you want to perform operation with the help of a stored procedure concept, then we'll make use of a callable statement interface. So here I am making use of a Microsoft Access database. So I need to load its corresponding driver. Now first step, I need to load the driver. In order to load the driver, we'll make use of a forName method. The forName is a method belonging to the class called class, takes the one argument of type string, that is the type of the driver. The type of the driver for Microsoft Access is sun.jdbc.odbc.jdbc.odbc driver. Once the driver has been loaded successfully, next we can establish a connection. To establish a connection to the database, we'll make use of a get connection method. The get connection is a method belonging to the driver manager class. Here the get connection method takes one argument, that is URL of type string. The URL contains three parts. The first part is JDBC protocol. Second part is sub protocol, that is which type of the driver I am making use. Because of Microsoft Access database, the driver is ODBC driver. The ODBC driver is already available in all the client machine. And the third part is database name. The database name is called CSP. Once the connection has been established, the return value will be assigned to the connection interface. Now I need to call stored procedure. In order to call a stored procedure, I need to make use of a method called prepare call method. The prepare call is a method belonging to the connection interface which takes the one argument of type string to call the procedure. Here the procedure name is student details, which is going to insert a value into the table that takes the four argument which has been represented by the four question mark. Whenever the procedure has been called, all the question mark has to be replaced by the specific value. In order to replace the question mark with a specific value, we need to make use of a method called setX method. Here setX x is a method belonging to the callable statement interface, and x can be represented by the type of the attribute which has been assigned, which has been created, which has been used while creating the table. Now, the setText method takes the two arguments. The first argument is a column index. The second argument is a specific value which has to be replaced for the question mark. Here, the first index is student ID. Now, first question mark has to be replaced with USN number. Then another setText string method for the second index is 2. That is name. I want to represent a question mark with a name called Ajay. Then third attribute is a branch. Again it is a varchar, so method is called set string method. For the index 3 branch I am using a CSC, replacing question mark by CSC branch. Then fourth index is number age attribute, that is a number type, and by making use of a set int method, the index number is 4. I am representing the question mark with 20 value. Once the question mark has been represented by the specific value, now I am going to execute the method. In order to execute the query, we will make use of an execute update because I am performing a DML operation. So execute update is a method belonging to the callable statement interface. So with the help of an callable statement interface, I am invoking the execute method, and the return value of the execute method will be a number of rows which is going to be get affected. Now when I call the procedure, the control from the prepare call method will be moved to the stored procedure, where exactly the query has to be written in the stored procedure. The values are going to be get inserted. In detail, we will see how the stored procedure will be work in next video.